Hey guys, it's Bob Ferngren. I'm back with another 8-minute call. How you doing on getting what you want? How you doing on getting what you need? And through these series of calls, you got to kind of piece it together. Of course, it starts with things like knowing exactly what you want, knowing exactly why you want it, when do you want it by. It's about releasing how it's going to happen. Because things just don't happen the way we want them to. They tend to very much always happen in God's timing and how He wants it to go. But it's perfectly appropriate to know exactly what you want and why you want it, right? And then trust the process. But there's another key ingredient in this recipe. I think it's huge. You like my Florida Panthers hat? 2-time Stanley Cup champion. In the Stanley Cup Finals 3 times in a row. Is that a dynasty? That's not the question of the day, by the way. That's just having fun. So there's another special ingredient. Might even be the secret ingredient. And it's not just knowing what you want. It's not just knowing why you want it. It's not just action. Action's important, but it's not just action. It's having a burning desire. A burning desire. I want you to think back on anything that you've accomplished, not anything you kind of walked into or anything that was easy, but anything that you've really accomplished. Maybe it was in the selection of your spouse and the desire to get married and live a life together. There was a burning desire. Man, I got to tell you something. My wife, Carolyn, she lit my toenails on fire, and I was never going to let that go. And so I ended up marrying her. And to this day, it's wonderful because I still have a burn and desire there. But there could be other things. I achieved the highest heights you can in 2 different industries. I was president and CEO for several large national restaurant chains. And in the direct selling space, network marketing, I was earning over $2 million a year. That puts me in the top 0.1% in the world in that category. So again, that's not bragging. By the way, God, if anything good's happened in my life, God gets all the credit for it. But I can clearly remember as I was climbing the ranks in the restaurant industry, I had such a burning desire to excel, to achieve, to get promoted. I mean, it was just, I was on fire. I remember when I was a single unit restaurant manager in a company, maybe Bennigan's. Man, I was obsessed about getting to multi-unit management. And then I was obsessed about getting to the next level of, managing a large part of the country. And I was obsessed about running the whole company. Obsessed. Like maniacal, not evil, but good. I'm going to do this, whatever it takes. The same thing happened in network marketing. I mean, it took me a while because I had come from corporate America, but man, I saw what people were doing and I saw them making the kind of money I wanted to make. And I kept saying to myself, and I did have a lot of problems at the time that I got into network marketing, financial problems, personal problems. But I kept saying to myself, I do have a lot of problems right now, but one of them is I'm not stupid. If that guy can do it, I can do it. I'm just going to do exactly what he's doing. But what I underlit, all that was underneath was a burning desire. It wasn't for the money. It was to be the best, to achieve more, to do whatever it took. The Bible talks about ask and you shall receive. But it also talks about keep asking, keep knocking, keep asking, keep knocking, and keep something else. There's 3 of them. Somebody posted below. Sorry about that. But see, I think it says to keep asking, keep knocking, keep seeking, asking, and knocking. Got it. I think that's the burning desire part. Why would you keep asking, keep asking, keep asking, keep asking, keep asking? I have a almost 4-year-old son that will literally drive me crazy. Now he's reacting on a lot of instinct, on a lot of, I know how to manage my parents, different stuff like that. But when he wants something, he keeps going for it. He keeps asking. Now, if he gets smart, like my other two much older sons, he'll learn how to take it from asking to how to get what he wants. Asking's important, right? Asking's important. You got to have that drive in you, but you got to do some other things too. But I believe if you really check yourself, okay, are you going through the motions? Is it just life is just here and, you know, oh, 10 years went by. Oh, we had a kid. What's on Netflix tonight? How can we escape? Or have you picked some goals and then turned it into a burning desire because of your why, because of the reason why you're doing it? The house that I live in, that was a burning desire to live on a lake here in Central Florida. The Mercedes that I've been driving over the last 10, 12 years, that was a burning desire since I was a kid to own a Mercedes Benz. I mean, this dock that I'm on, I mean, I saw everybody else's docks. I've now been one-upped, but for the last 10 years, I had the best dock. I saw everybody's docks and I said, well, why can't I have this? Why can't, and I had a burning desire to find the right company to build a dock like this. So none of the great things that happened in my life, and I would suspect in your life, happened just because you wanted it to happen. You had a burning desire. Think about your kids. Think about other kids if you don't have kids. How they have this, they can just almost pressure you into getting anything they want. And it's not about that. It's about inside of you because of something I'm going to talk a lot about in upcoming videos. The law of attraction. Whatever you're thinking about the most, whatever you're feeling the most, is actually being currently manifest into your life. That's not hokey pokey. Take a look around. God bless. I'm going to give you a whole lot more coming up. Have a good one.